So another vital part of how Walkers operates is Shawnee, Paddy. Paddy, as we call him around here, not because he's Irish, but just because we call him Paddy. Well, it probably is because he's Irish, but. This is one of our long-term clients, CNS Drainage. This is their 930 loader, basically. They're a drainage company, so they just use it basically putting in pipes, moving stuff around. It's got forks that go on it so they can cart their stuff around the job site. Basically, it got stuck on a float. It didn't have any gears. We talked to the owner, Jimmy, and Jimmy basically said, I just flick this switch heaps of times and then it goes into gear. So we hand it over to Paddy, and Paddy does his research and development into what's actually wrong with it. Paddy, what'd you find, bro?
So the actual main shift control module on the steering column.
So this is the gear shift lever that goes on your column. So this one has two gear shifters on this. Basically, you've got a quick one on your handle where you can do forward and reverse, so you don't have to actually take your hand off the controls and change it, or you can do it on the stalk and shift the gears.
This one's the master.
This is the master, and this is the slave one, basically.
That essentially does all the switching to the TCM.
Yep.
And that's the unit that had failed.
This one's the new one, and this is the one that had failed.
Yeah.
What'd you do to test it? You just went on the SIS?
Yeah, basically just went through and checked on ET that all the status for the switch controller was switching into every gear when we grounded each individual wire.
Yep.
And that was all checking out. So essentially bench test the unit then, make sure it had power and ground, and check the ground supply from the signal harness.
Yep.
And, yeah, it was all open circuits.
All open circuits. Hence why we found it and we shot a new part at it.
Bagging at $2,000.
Quick $2,000 for our friends over at CNS, but gets their machine up and working.
Making money.
Making money. If it's sitting in the yard, it's not making any money. It's a bit of an item that gets neglected, I would say. It's not actually there. It's not a production machine. They use it for just moving stuff around. It's got, like I said, it's got the forks and everything on it. Basically, it's an all-terrain forklift for these guys. They've got to unload pipe, culverts, drains, sling them in, manholes, whatever they do. They use this. A lot of the time, it just gets driven to site and sat there until they need it. Now they need it. Wouldn't change gears, got stuck on the float. So we get Paddy. Paddy's going to fix it. Had a lot around here, just get Paddy to fix it. You'll see that as the episodes kind of grow. Most of our how do we fix that, we just give it to Paddy. And Paddy normally makes sure it's all fixed, eh?
Yeah,
Something like that.